What's up, Brewskis? My name is Marco Dupa, and with me, as always, the great, the powerful Adam Obesius Rodriguez.
What up, Brewskis?
Tonight's brew is from the Delirium. I don't know why I said it like that. Delirium. It's from Delirium. It is their Deliria, and Obi's going to have a little bit more about that after the break.
Oh, yes.
What's on tap for tonight? Some of us watched the Golden Globes the other night.
Yeah.
And I think we'll just give our thoughts on this award show of a bygone era, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You watched the thing.
I did watch the thing.
It took a year off for various reasons.
Yeah, which I'm sure we'll get into.
Talk about that.
Yeah.
And, much, much more. What else do we got going on?
Well, I think it was actually at the Golden Globes, if I'm not mistaken, that we got some news from an artist that we enjoy, Childish Gambino, is apparently working on some new tunes and is going to continue the name Childish Gambino.
As opposed to what he said before, although he's claiming he didn't. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
And speaking of new tunes, we got some lineup announcements. You know how we do on this show. Bonnaroo 2023 versus that Coachella lineup, giving it a run for its money.
Yeah.
So we're going to kind of go back and forth on those. All right? Anything else we'll get into?
Sure.
Maybe we won't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The only thing I do know for sure, this is episode 378 of the One Beer In podcast. Yeah.
Full can in here. You kidding me? You kidding me right now?
I should have gone to the line. It was a better pour to go to the line. All right.
Well, I thought I learned something from you.
You did. It was I went far. I went too far.
Cheers. Ooh. Quite nice. Quite nice. Oh, get that out of here.
All right. This is the One Beer In podcast, the podcast where two brews crack open a brew, and we see where that one brew takes us. And that one brew tonight, Obi, do you have a little bit more about what we're drinking?
I sure do. It's not on the can, but I'm cheating going to the website. This is the Delirium Deliria. It comes in at 8.5% ABV. It's broken down into 3 different segments here. Color and sight. EBC 5, don't know what that means. A pale blonde color and fine, creamy white head, which clings to the glass. I think that's accurate. The scent, the aroma is very balanced with a fruity, flowery background and an initial Chardonnay impression, which evolves into a spicy, mild aroma of hops. Then flavor, IBU is 32. A pleasant, sparkling carbonate content produces a soft, full taste perception. The taste is very full-bodied and is balanced with fruity tones of apple and Chardonnay grapes. Deliria has a fine, mild bitterness in its aftertaste and a splendid round feel in the mouth, which evolves well. Special beer brewed once a year to mark International Women's Day.
Hey.
And also, if you look on the can here, it has the marking. It's a proud partner of National Breast Cancer Foundation, Inc.
When is National Women's Day? Or International Women's Day? Is it international? It's international.
It is international. I don't know, but I can find out.
I think the women deserve more than just a day. Am I right?
Yeah, I think so.
Go
March 8th.
March 8th. So we're a little early, but, we can celebrate women all year long.
Why not? Why not?
To the ladies.
You're here.
All right, let's get rocking. So when this episode comes out, it'll be a couple of days since the Golden Globes. But as of this recording, they just happened. So let's talk about them because it's very interesting to me. Mm-hmm. in the year of our Lord 2023,
Right.
to still be doing a show like the Golden Globes, like showcasing it rather,
Like on TV.
yeah,
Right.
because they did it last year and they just like handed out the awards like
Sure.
like the fucking Saturn Awards or like the fucking
They didn't
you know.
televise it.
No, and I don't know. First of all, congratulations to the winners.
Sure.
It's a very diverse winners group. Some controversies. Let's just like run down the big ones.
Okay. Well, let me start from the bottom, and now we're here. Actually, a pretty big one. Cecil B. DeMille Award goes to Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
The Carol Burnett Award goes to Ryan Murphy.
I think it's Cecil.
Whatever. Best original song, actually, interesting. We were just talking about this. Went to Not To from RRR.
Still haven't watched that.
Me neither.
Yeah.
The only thing that's keeping me from doing it is that it's 3 hours long. So I know you need to like
It's tough.
set a night for it.
I haven't rewatched the Batman for that specific
Yeah,
reason.
same.
Yeah.
It's just such an investment.
a commitment, man.
I enjoyed it, and I know I'm gonna love RRR, but
It's just like, damn, I don't have 3 hours tonight.
yeah. Tyler James Williams won for Abbott Elementary for best performance, supporting in musical or comedy or drama series. Jennifer Coolidge won for best performance by an actress for supporting role in limited series. Ki Hui Kwan won for Everything Everywhere All at Once for performance by an actor in a supporting role, motion picture, which is awesome.
Yep.
Angela Bassett, a huge one for Wakanda Forever. Kind of surprisingly. I
Very
don't know.
surprising, yeah. I think so. Because I hadn't heard that she was even like on the award circuit.
Right. I didn't, honestly, I wasn't even aware that she was on the radar.
This is why the Golden Globes are meaningless.
Well,
Let's
she had a very meaningful speech, and
I'm
it
sure
was
she did.
nice. And you know,
I love Angela Bassett. That is
Who
no
doesn't?
disrespect to Angela
Who
Bassett.
doesn't?
Yeah, she's.
But yeah, she won for performance of an actress in supporting role in a motion picture. Jeremy Allen White won for The Bear. Obviously, a huge series recently. Quinta Brunson won for Abbott Elementary as an actress in television comedy or musical. Another good one. Colin Farrell, incredible
Didn't she?
acceptance
She
speech.
came up with that show, right? She
Yeah.
won for her acting.
Performance. Yeah.
Very cool.
Colin Farrell won for Banshees. Sorry. Best
Christ.
performance. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get into it. Performance by an actor in motion picture, musical, or comedy, which he had a great acceptance speech if you haven't seen, and I think definitely deserved it. I think the big one for me, best performance by an actress in a motion picture, musical, or comedy, Michelle Yeoh. Everything Everywhere All at Once. That got me very excited. Performance actress, motion picture drama, Cate Blanchett. I think super deserving of that. Best director went to Spielberg. Kind of surprised me
That is surprising.
for Fabelmans because
People
I
have
mean,
been talking shit about that movie.
yeah, I mean, I just I don't know. I didn't hear the buzz with Fabelmans.
The only thing I've heard about Fabelmans is that it's like fucking. It's a like either people are like, oh, it's this beautiful movie, you know, it's kind of, or people are like, oh God, another fucking Hollywood is magic movie.
Sure.
I've not heard people go like, oh, you know, I mean, but Spielberg.
Sure. It's Spielberg. Let's see here. Oh, in the one that almost made me turn off the TV for best performance by an actor in a television series drama, Kevin Costner won for Yellowstone.
Yeah. Who were the nominees in that?
Jeff Bridges in The Old Man, Diego Luna in Andor.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'm happy he got something for that. Adam Scott in Severance, and my man Bob Odenkirk for Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Which he's been snubbed year after year after year.
After year.
This was supposed to be the year.
Yeah.
And they gave
They
him
said,
nothing.
no, Yellowstone. Kevin Costner, Yellowstone.
Yeah.
I honestly would have preferred anyone else in that list, especially Jeff Bridges, one of my all-time favorite actors.
Sure. Yeah. doing his gruff old man thing.
Always. I mean, I think I might have said it like a couple years ago. Like if he just wanted to do that for the rest of his career, and that's what he's chosen to do.
Yeah, so that's it.
He's Rooster.
I was gonna say since playing Rooster Cockburn, that's who he's been ever since,
and that's fine.
It's fine.
Love you, Jeff.
Fine. Yeah.
Cancer survivor.
I know, and COVID survivor. Let's see. Best television limited series went to The White Lotus. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio won for best animated.
Nice.
I think very much deserving.
Yep.
Best TV series, comedy or musical went to Abbott Elementary.
Yeah.
Another kind of surprise for me. Best TV series drama went to House of the Dragon.
Oh wow!
Which
what
got
were the nominees for that?
Pretty lukewarm responses, right?
Yeah.
Better Call Saul. Obviously, maybe I'm just salty.
How does it beat Better? Oh, okay.
Maybe I'm just salty. The Crown, Ozark, and Severance.
I mean, not a super strong year, or I guess nominees, but I don't know how it beats Better Call Saul. I think Better Call Saul out of that list is like a fucking, not to say that those, but I'm just saying like as far as hype is concerned.
Sure.
Like Ozark is obviously critically acclaimed.
Well, I heard great things about Severance,
Yeah. But Better Call Saul has just been
crushing it.
Yeah.
For years and getting nothing for it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
You think there's some kind of agenda there?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they're tired of the entire thing.
Yeah, they're just tired of giving awards to Vince Gilligan or anything he's done.
That's what it is.
They're just like, no more. All right. You know, with Breaking Bad, we literally gave you everything. We gave you everything that we have.
Best motion picture. Let's see. Best motion picture for musical or comedy went to The Banshees of Inisherin, which again I think is good.
Yeah,
good pick.
Yeah.
And then finally, best motion picture for drama went to The Fabelmans. Another surprise win for The Fabelmans.
Very strange.
Yeah.
But you know what?
It wasn't very strong for that category, though.
Not a surprise to me. You
Really?
know why? Because the Golden Globes are meaningless. This is the Golden Globes. All right. The Golden Globes.
What award is not meaningless, though? Really?
Well, okay, but we're talking in relative terms, all right?
Sure.
You have to suspend your disbelief for this conversation, okay? Because all award shows are meaningless.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe that now. Didn't believe that years ago when I was obsessed with the award show circuit and would look all this stuff up and
It's
pay
fun.
attention to it and
I don't
watch
know.
them all. It is fun.
That's why I watched.
Or it was fun. It used to be fun.
Yeah.
But the Golden Globes is a perfect example of like how it's become unfun.
Yeah.
Because the Golden Globes, they do shit like this, and it's like they like the Fableman. I'm sure that the Fablemans,
yeah.
Like you don't have to just trust the reviews that have come out about it to judge the movie. I mean, you can, but you don't have to. You can go out and see the movie. I haven't yet, but I mean, it's a Spielberg movie. It's autobiographical film. I'm sure it's good, but it's been getting lukewarm reviews. And then you turn around and it gets the highest honor at this award show.
Sure. Two of the highest. Best director, too.
Yeah. And that's just like a really strange...
Cleaned up.
It's just a strange thing to happen, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes... I mean, I was saying this off camera, but I'm like... Somebody like Jim Carrey, for instance, who cleans up at the Golden Globes. Anytime he gets nominated, I think he wins.
Yeah.
Then he doesn't sniff another award all year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they just, and I'm not talking about like comedic roles. Like I think he won for Man on the Moon, and I think he won for Truman Show. I think.
What about Eternal Sunshine?
I don't think he won for Eternal Sunshine. No. I think it was Truman Show and Man on the Moon. I could be wrong about that. There's no way to find out.
Sure. Yeah. No.
But my point is,
do your own research.
This is what they do with this shit, and so it's like it. I like obviously the creme de la creme is the Academy Awards.
Sure.
The other award shows are like this is how you start gauging. It's kind of like watching, mid-season NBA teams. Like after the All-Star break, you're like, all right, who's going into the playoffs? And it's kind of like watching early playoffs. Like who's going to go really far?
Start getting whiffs of.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this team, they're turning it on in the second half. They might be somebody to watch for, right?
Yeah.
And that's what the other award shows are. When you watch like fucking Gotham Awards or the Critics' Choice Awards or the SAG Awards or any of that other shit, you're like, who's cleaning up at these like these little ones, these little rinky-dink award shows.
Sure. I'm sure they appreciate you calling them that. These prestigious awards we would die to have.
I wouldn't call them prestigious at all, unless they gave us one.
Sure.
And then that would maybe change my tune.
Sure.
What do they give awards for? They do have podcast awards.
The potties.
They're not called They should be called the potties, though.
Yeah.
I want a potty.
I won a potty. Well, isn't it part of like the online awards?
The Webbies, I think.
Webbies.
Yeah.
The Webbies.
But I think that there is now a podcast award. If I'm not mistaken, because I remember reading somewhere that they gave Mark Maron the inaugural like best podcast of the year award.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, apparently there's a podcast award with the People's Choice Awards. Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're gunning for that one.
Yeah. Or the iHeartRadio Podcast Awards.
No, nothing iHeartRadio related. I don't give a shit. I don't even want to be recognized from iHeartRadio. No, get out of my face.
And of course, they do feature in the Webbies as well.
Yeah.
And others. Yeah.
So my point is this. I don't watch the Golden Globes anymore because they're just not really a precursor to what is really the consensus of the best.
Well, and it's funny you say that because seeing what the nominees were for Best Motion Picture Drama kind of tipped their hat to that, because I guarantee like half of this list is gone when it comes to the Academy Awards.
Yeah, I think the Golden Globes knows that this is their opportunity to recognize movies and actors who are not going to get recognized at like the more prestigious award shows.
Yeah, because we have The Fabelmans obviously is the winner. Avatar, The Way of Water, is up for Best Picture.
Sick. Out of my face. No way. No fucking.
Elvis, which I thought was good, but not that good.
Nobody did.
Tar, which I think, legitimately can be up there.
Yeah.
And then
that's Oscar bait.
And Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
Which is awesome, but no, it's not going to win an Academy Award. I'm sorry.
No. Well, then that's
not
the
for
thing.
Best Picture.
So you're like, okay, so Better Call Saul, for instance.
Yeah.
I have a really good feeling because it lost at the Golden Globes, it is going to clean up at the Emmys.
I really hope so.
I just don't see. I mean, the people that it or the movie or Jesus Christ, TV shows that it lost to.
Yeah.
I don't think are even going to be in the running at the Emmys.
I really hope.
I think at the Emmys you're going to see a lot of Succession, Severance,
yeah,
White Lotus, Better Call Saul, maybe a smattering of The Bear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think those are going to be the big.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, they're fun, but they're like a silly award. They're like a silly little.
Well, I think the point of this award, the Golden Globes especially, is like very much an inside baseball award.
Yeah.
It's like it's a Hollywood patting themselves on the back. I know every award is, but especially this one because it's such it's so much smaller than the Academy Awards are.
Yeah.
That it just feels like it's just all of the Hollywood elite in one place, just being like, good job out there.
Right.
You're doing the good stuff.
Right.
And just, giving each other pats on the back, which is fine. It's fine. It was inoffensive in that sense. What people found offensive was the host.
Yeah.
Which was very interesting. Gerard Carmichael, who, to be honest with you, I am not familiar with.
That's fine.
Apparently, I've been under a rock.
You didn't have to admit that. Now that you did, everyone knows.
It's fine. I like to be honest with everyone.
Except
myself. You know me too well. But yeah, no. He interesting choice as a host.
For him as a host.
Yeah. Even not knowing him, obviously, I got a sense of his comedic stylings.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing that the Golden Globes is good for is getting a comedian to host. They usually almost always have a comedian or a comedic actor or actress to host. And I mean, I think that they, as much as they pretend like they want to have a safe award show and everything go off without a hitch,
They don't.
they know that no one, but that's the thing, dude. That's, again, to my point, no one gives a shit about the Golden Globes. And so they have to bring in somebody like Ricky Gervais.
Sure.
Or Gerard Carmichael.
Yeah.
To liven it up, to spice it up. And boy, did he spice it up.
Yeah. At some points, like cringingly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But purposefully, which I appreciated, you know?
Yeah.
So essentially he started off by saying, kind of clearing the elephant in the room about why he was hired. And he explained essentially that, he was hired only because he's black. and because, mind you, the reason why they didn't air the Golden Globes last year was basically because people boycotted it.
Yeah.
And they had their own Oscars So White thing.
Yeah.
And so, they have completely tweaked. I don't want to say completely changed, but at least started tweaking who votes for these awards now, which include, I think, 5 people of color as opposed to just being all white people.
Wow.
Which he joked about as well.
Yeah.
But, he talked about being conflicted about taking the job because it was very clear to him that he was just being hired because he's black and they want a black face up there just to, save face for themselves.
Not
to be
black
like,
face.
Black face. A black face. And it from the start, it made people uncomfortable, which was fun to see. I think he did a good job. I think sometimes it took away from the hosting duty itself.
Yeah.
But I think with good reason. I appreciate it. I don't think he was great, but I think he was good.
I don't know why any Hollywood elite would show up to the Golden Globes and not expect the host to take the piss at some point.
Oh, sure.
You would think that Ricky Gervais had done enough of a number on them that they would. They just don't. They don't have a sense of humor at all, man. And I think that that's part of the reason why, like, the older I get, the more that this, like, the seriousness of these awards kind of is lost on me the older I get, because it's like, guys, relax, relax. I get it. It's a craft. I wish I could do it.
Sure.
Yeah. Wish I was talented enough to do it. Wish I was there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, guys.
You just get paid for a job.
Yeah, relax.
Yeah.
Chill the fuck out.
You're not better than me. I'm sorry.
Like, somebody makes a joke at your expense. It's like, yeah, are you okay? Cry into your millions of dollars, your fame and fortune, and the fact that you have not a care in the world except for your fucking hurt feelings. It's like, I know I hate to be that because that sounds very edgelordy.
I was gonna say, are you saying shut up and play ball? Is that what you're saying?
No. Don't you dare! Don't you dare! No, they can feel a certain way, but if they're at an award show and a comedian is joking about you
or your culture, like the culture of Hollywood,
just be thankful that you're there, nominated for an award, a prestigious award that like the Golden Globes.
Right.
Be thankful.
Sure.
Be grateful.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Okay. And again, as the words come out of my mouth, I feel like a fucking Reddit edgelord, and it makes me sick.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
So congratulations again to the nominees and winners.
Right. Exactly. Well, I'm going to say I am glad that if anything, Everything Everywhere All at Once got its dues, which was awesome. I love to see that.
I'm concerned
that they're not getting anything for the Oscars.
Yes, because to me, the Golden Globes is a gimme award saying, here, now shut up.
Right.
Okay?
Right. You got
want
yours.
Your diversity.
Let's go.
You want you want to put Asians on TV screens. We get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Here's your award. You know.
Yeah.
But then when the Oscars come up, everybody's gonna conveniently forget about Michelle and Key and all these people who deserve to be nominated for sure.
Sure.
And to win, I don't know. I haven't seen Tar yet, so I can't really judge if Cate Blanchett deserves to win.
She does. Well, she deserves at least to be nominated.
I know she deserves to be nominated because it's Cate Blanchett. She always does. If she could walk down the street, and I'd be like, you should probably give her an Oscar for that. She walks better than most people. But I need to see the movie to judge on its own merits.
Well, I have it.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Oh.
I wanted to rent it, but it was a premium rental. And so for $5 more,
ain't no reason to do.
I could own it forever. So I said,
let me
give me Tar. Give me Tar.
Let me just say something. Let me talk directly to the streaming services. And, get this fucking premium rental out of my face. Why the fuck would I rent? That premium rental is like such a bad deal.
Yeah.
It's crazy that they even offer it.
It's an okay deal, I feel, if you have more than one person that can chip into it, right? Because it's like,
I mean, I guess if you're doing like a watch party or something.
Yeah. If it's a movie that's still in theaters, prominently in theaters, I'm saying, like week 2 or 3 of it being out, I get it.
Bro, what kind of film nerd friends are gathering around the living room to premium rent Tar?
I wish we could. I wish we could have.
Well, we didn't.
I had to invite this film nerd over here.
Yeah, big film nerd.
She's the one who wanted to watch it.
Yeah.
Because you got a Tar.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you think Cate Blanchett deserves an Oscar?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you think she was better than Michelle Yeoh?
Ask me
Well,
that.
I mean, you gotta have. Somebody's got to decide.
It's like picking a mom.
Cate Blanchett did have that 12 to 13 minute one-shot scene. Which
That's true. There was a very impressive one shot in Tar. Yeah.
say that had,
that sounds more to the filmmaking aspect of it.
but also like her theater background too.
Yeah.
She did perform well in that scene.
Yeah.
It was like a monologue. Yeah.
13-minute monologue. Ugh.
long,
Sounds
yeah.
boring.
Well, it's in the school.
kidding.
It's in the school. So
I'm busting
Yeah.
balls.
Yeah.
I'm just busting balls.
I could see you going either way, though. Honestly, but yeah, I'd be happy with either, but especially happy for Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah. So we're gonna see. You
Yeah.
know, we're gonna wait and see. I just have a bad feeling that you give somebody a Golden Globe, you're saying you got yours.
Get out of my
out of my face. Yeah. don't. You can't complain.
Right.
You put something on your shelf.
You got something.
All right. We'll circle back once the award season is really up and running.
Ha, shalada.
But in the meantime,
offensive?
we got. I mean, depends on who you ask. Depends on what you were trying to go for.
This is
there.
nondescript.
It was just words. It's
just words, yeah. Like Martin Short, I'm just doing an accent.
Yeah, any kind of accent.
Some kind.
We got the award season kicking off, and then we also have festival season kicking off.
That's right.
And to start us up, we got two of the biggest festivals in the country
Yay.
going on. Big lineups announced. We're speculating about some artists who would be hitting the festival circuit. And so what we have here is the Bonnaroo 2023 lineup and the Coachella 2023 lineup. And we're not going to go through all of them. Obviously, it's like fucking 60 acts. We're not gonna do that.
We've done that before and learned better. Yeah.
So what we'll do is headliners and then some of the big names.
Yeah,
And
let's
then-
do it.
and then
People have interest in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's go from there. So
Okay.
obviously you take it away.
Sure. So Bonnaroo 2023, June 15th to the 18th. And of course, Manchester, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Starting on Thursday, we have headliners Zed's Dead and Liquid Stranger. Then on Friday, we have Kendrick Lamar. Saturday, we have Odessa. And then Sunday, we have the Foo Fighters.
The Foo Fighters.
Okay, so obviously, if you've ever been to Bonnaroo or know anything about it, Thursday's usually a pretty niche, kind of smaller day. Getting yourself in the fighting shape for the rest of the weekend.
Right.
So I'll be honest with you, not a huge fan of anyone on the first day.
Yeah, Thursday's kind of a wash, except for 070
070 Shake, yeah.
She's fun. She's good. So
She's the only one that I've honestly listened to. I've heard of Diarrhea Planet before. Haven't listened to Diarrhea Planet. I just know the name because obviously.
let me just say something let me take 2 seconds here.
Sure.
Stop with the joke band names. I'm done with it, okay?
Well,
Diarrhea Planet.
You saw their tweet, right?
Comtrues. Yeah, I did see their tweet.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it any better.
Their tweet said, we are not a joke. We're not a joke band with a joke name. We're a very serious band with a joke name.
Yeah. Listen, I'm done with them.
Yeah.
All right? Pick a good name.
Yeah.
I'm sick of names like this. Because you know what?
Comtrues, yeah.
Doesn't make me want to go see Diarrhea Planet.
No.
Because I don't know anything about their music and it sounds fucking gross.
Yeah. Well,
I don't want to tell people that I'm going to go see Diarrhea Planet.
what about Viagra Boys? Shut your mouth, okay? If the music's good enough, it doesn't matter.
Okay, I agree with that statement wholeheartedly.
Okay.
But Viagra Boys made me laugh, and so it gets an exception.
Of course.
Just stop.
Okay.
Viagra Boys could be they could be called something better than that. I mean,
Sure.
Viagra Boys belies how good that band is. I think it's an insult to how good they are. Honestly, even though it made me laugh.
They've handicapped themselves
I think
by
so.
calling themselves Viagra
Diarrhea
Boys.
Planet could turn into my favorite band. Who fucking knows? Because I'm not going to find out. I'm going to find out. I'm going to listen to them.
Of course.
I am. I'm going to listen.
You gotta.
But
I have listened to Zed's Dead before, but, it's not really into Zed's Dead anymore.
what kind of music is Zed's Dead?
Electronica.
I've heard of Zed's Dead.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, it's not happening.
Yeah, I figured. Well, anyway, moving on to the next day. Obviously, Kendrick Lamar.
K-Dot.
Big Get. Baby Keem. Big Get.
Big get. Because they might.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
They have to. They have to do something together.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, Portugal the Man would be cool to see. 3-6 Mafia would be cool to see. Fleet Foxes, obviously. I mean, AFI might be fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
Rina Sawayama is cool. Alex G, I'd show up for.
I'd go see Alex G.
Black Midi, I'd show up for.
You know what I would do? I'd go see Alex G, and then I would take a picture of myself at the Alex G show, and then send it to that girl who fucking who I matched with on Hinge, who was like, "Do you listen to Alex G?" And I was like, "Not really." And then she just fucking stopped talking to me. I'm like, "Guess where I'm at? The Alex G show at Bonnaroo." You.
Okay. Wow.
Sorry. That's on
Wow.
me. That's on me. That's me working through some stuff.
You gotta talk
That's
to somebody about that.
I do. I already
Okay.
do.
All right.
Believe you me, half of our sessions are just about toxic masculinity. That's all they're about. It's just me working through that. Okay?
Might want to bump it up twice
That's
a week.
just a little about me that you guys don't need to know. Bump it up to twice a week.
Yeah.
No. There's not enough toxic masculinity to talk about.
All right. I think there is.
Yeah.
Anyone else on there that piques,
Oh yeah, definitely
piques your fancy?
So you forgot Fleet Foxes. I don't know how you.
Oh no,
missed
I
Fleet
said Fleet Foxes.
You did?
I said.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed it.
I did say Fleet Foxes.
Thinking about how much I hate that girl. Bullpeck is pretty good. Let me see. I'm trying to think who else is in there. I know there was somebody else that I saw that was good.
Good.
Or maybe it's Saturday. Where's Black Midi? Are they on Friday or Saturday?
Friday.
So Black Midi is great. Have you ever listened to Black Midi?
I said Black Midi too. Are you not listening
honestly,
to me?
dude, I guess not. I didn't hear you say Black Midi. I apologize, okay? Why don't you fucking take it down a notch? All right? Then you fucking be angry at me.
I think you need to relax.
Knock loose. You
Loose.
didn't say knock loose.
I did
know
not
you
say
didn't.
knock loose.
Knock loose is dope. They're a hardcore band.
Okay.
That's gonna be a fun show.
Okay.
Gonna be a lot of people in the pit, which is where I do not belong.
No. Same. I'm fragile. Moving on to Saturday. I'd see Odessa. Why not?
I don't know who Odessa is. I'm sorry.
More electronic beat boop music for you.
So that's why I don't know.
Lil Nas X, obviously. My Morning Jacket. I'd watch Korn. Why not? Jid. I'd watch. I'd show up for Sheryl Crow. Why not? Why not?
How is Sheryl Crow?
Wow, we're having some trouble here.
How is Sheryl Crow that far down the list? Is my question.
don't know.
Sheryl Crow could headline if she wanted to.
Sure. I love Jenny Lewis. I'd show up for Jenny Lewis.
Rainbow Kitty Surprise is apparently. I've listened to them. Again,
Yeah,
that's a bad band name.
That I've heard of them before and actively avoided because of the name.
It's a bad band name.
It's a bad name.
bad hat, Harry.
I think that'd be it for me for Saturday. Saturday. Yeah. Tyler Childs is familiar to me. I think he's a country guy. I'd have to listen to him. Like,
I think
re-listen.
you're thinking of Tyler Childress. I think those are two different people. Hold on.
Childers.
They could be the same person.
Tyler,
I thought it was Childress.
Tyler Childers.
Okay, go to.
He's an American singer.
That's him. Never mind. Yeah. Who am I thinking of? Is that a basketball player?
Yeah. Okay. So this is the guy I was thinking of. Neo-traditional country, bluegrass, and folk singer.
Yeah, he's good. Actually, we were listening to him the other day at my job. Mm-hmm. One of the other bartenders put him on, and he's good.
Yeah, I think I would like him. I just haven't listened yet. So
that boy can sing.
All right.
That boy can sing.
All right.
So yeah, I would go there.
Cool.
I don't know who Childress is. I think I made that.
You
up.
may have made that up.
Yeah.
Okay, and then moving on to Sunday, obviously the Foo Fighters, yes, for sure. Paramore be fun. Marcus Mumford, sure, I guess. Pixies, of course. Pixies.
Of course.
Franz Ferdinand, sure. Peach Pit, sure.
They're really going like mid 2000s, right? Paramore,
yeah.
Mumford and Son. Well, Marcus Mumford.
Just Mumford, no sons.
Just Mumford. Not
no
the kids
sons.
aren't going to be there.
Yeah.
Fucking Franz Ferdinand. Like,
yeah.
I'll go see Franz Ferdinand.
Yeah, why not?
I like Franz Ferdinand.
Why not? I'd see Alesso too, I guess. I've heard of Humphreys McGee. I don't think I've ever listened to Humphreys McGee. Revolution, get out of here.
Dumb name.
Sorry, I don't like
Humphreys
Revolution.
McGee.
Yeah.
If that Paris Jackson is the Paris Jackson I'm thinking of, that's Michael Jackson's daughter.
I thought so. Jackson Music? Yeah.
I guess it's her.
I guess so. Wow.
Oh, God. I can only imagine what.
Nepo baby.
Listen, and I could probably be speaking out of turn here. Maybe her music's beautiful, but I can only imagine what her music sounds like.
Yeah. It's probably not very
good.
Yeah, it's probably not very good.
Sorry, Paris.
Well, let's leave it there until we actually render verdict on the music itself.
Sure.
Anyone else there that
piques
your fancy?
I think you got
okay, so I think that's pretty much it for us.
Yeah.
For Bonnaroo. Now, we can compare that to Coachella. So the headliners for Coachella: Bad Bunny, Blackpink, and Frank Ocean. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And Calvin Harris, I guess, is also a sub.
Yeah, that was really weird.
Headliner.
To have him down there like that.
Yeah. I mean, that denotes even more speciality, you know?
Yeah.
Because it actually says returning to the desert.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a whole thing that he's
Calvin
back.
Harris is back.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even going to front. Funk Wave Bounce is dope. So I'll give him that.
Oh, I think Calvin Harris is great personally, but
well, yeah, but we differ there on.
Yeah. We definitely do differ on electronic music in general.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, going down the list again for Friday: Bad Bunny for sure, Gorillaz for sure, Chemical Brothers for sure, Kaytranada for sure, Blondie for sure, Metro Boomin. Why not?
Killer.
Pusha T, of course.
Killer.
I haven't listened to Wet Leg, but a lot of people like Wet Leg.
Is awesome.
Wet Leg's going to be there.
Yeah, they're great. You should listen to their album. It's fantastic.
Toby and Weekway is going to be there.
I cannot say enough good things about him.
Yeah. Let's see. Idris Elba. Idris Elba's going to be there. I am dead ass serious. Idris Elba is going to be spinning out there.
Okay.
Yeah. Soul Glow.
It's nice.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
One day.
And that's on one day.
One day.
That's it for me for Friday.
What the fuck, dude? Oh my goodness. Let's see. Hey. Fucking Andrew's album, man. That's crazy. I don't see anybody else on that day. Yeah, move on.
Okay, so Saturday, I would see Rosalia. Why not?
Yeah.
Eric Prydz, I would see. Charlie XCX might be fun. I don't know.
I could pull up the lineup on my lap. No, I don't want to do that.
Chromeo, yeah.
Love Chromeo. Love Chromeo.
070 Shake will be there as well. Mark Ribier.
Which is funny because she's getting a better day here,
Yeah.
for sure. Even if it's down the bill,
Yeah.
Saturday's a better day
Sure.
than the Thursday.
Yeah.
Mark Ribier, good. I saw him last year, though, so.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Hiatus Coyote would be fun. Kenny Beats.
Kenny Beats, that'll be dope.
Snail Mail.
Snail Mail, love her.
Yeah. I think that might be it.
I think that might be it.
Uh-huh.
I think that might be it, yeah. Hold on. There's a couple of good ones in there. So, Dinner Party is dope. I
Okay.
don't know if you've ever listened to Dinner Party, but they're a group of different musicians and producers. I'm trying to remember who all is in it, but they're good. I know Ninth Wonder is a part of it. There's a couple of different guys who are in it, or were in it on the first album anyway.
Kamasi Washington.
Yeah.
Robert Glasper.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Terrace Martin and Ninth Wonder.
Come on, dude. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
are you kidding me?
Shut up.
Come on. They're about to put out an album. And then there was somebody else who I saw that I think is... Oh, Earth Gang. Earth Gang would be fun to see. So, that's it. That's all I got.
Cool. So Sunday, I mean, obviously the big one is Frank Ocean. Come on. Come on now.
It's just... That's all I care about.
It's a big one. It's a real big one. So Frank Ocean, Bjork, I'd see. Porter Robinson would be fun.
Alex G again.
Alex G again.
Wise Blood.
Wise Blood, yes. No Name. No Name, as I like to say.
No Name.
I think that's about it. And Calvin Harris, I'd see as well.
Yeah.
But even so, I mean, L. Michaels Affair.
Okay.
That'd be awesome. Jazz.
Hey Boogie is pretty good.
Yeah.
Cali Uchis.
Ookis.
So yeah, I mean the fucking A, man.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I mean, obviously the first and foremost, the biggest thing is it's harder to get to California
Sure.
than it is to Tennessee.
Yeah.
So that's number one, first and foremost. If money was no option, I would 1,000,000% go to Coachella instead of
Yeah.
Bonnaroo. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, my roof friends. Sorry, all the people who find this podcast through Bonnaroo. I love you guys. I love the support. But
Call a spade a spade, man.
It's just a better. It's a better
lineup.
It's just a better lineup.
It definitely is a better lineup. Now, I did see a lot of people, and I'm interested to hear your opinion on this. A lot of people seemed really disappointed in Bonnaroo's lineup this year. Where are you on that? Like, what's your temperature?
I think that people were expecting after last year for a big splash.
Like a Beyonce or something?
Yes. Because of how kind of lukewarm last year was, kind of get their foot back in the ground.
Sure.
And I think
Back from COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that they were waiting for like a big name. And I think, to me, they got it with Kendrick.
Sure. Yeah.
But some of the, understudies. Yeah, I could see why they're people are a little disappointed because there's a lot of repeat names, especially I know with some of the like really lower names, some of the electronic stuff,
Sure,
the EDM stuff is like a lot of repeats from years past. Foo Fighters, rest in peace, Taylor Hawkins, but whatever. Didn't we see the Foo Fighters when we went? We saw U2.
We saw U2. No, we saw Chili Peppers.
Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
That's right.
Same thing. Potato.
I like the Foo Fighters as much as the next guy, I
Yeah.
guess. But headlining Sunday, kind of, to me, a little disappointing. Odessa, I hear, is awesome.
Yeah.
Them being the headliner, like this, I mean, I don't know, man. That's my own personal bias.
It's really big for a certain sect of people.
Yeah.
With a certain taste.
And I just kind of feel like, you go to that Coachella lineup, dog. Fucking, I mean, Blackpink is huge.
Yeah.
Internationally huge.
Sure.
And if you don't like Blackpink, Rosalia is right there. Rosalia could headline Saturday.
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah. Bad Bunny, dog. That Bad Bunny show is going to be fucking
insane.
crazy.
Yeah.
And I would love to be in the middle of that. Just a bunch of Latinas getting crazy, dancing. You know, me in the middle, just doing my thing, doing my best. Just out there.
Don't objectify my people.
I'm not objectifying. They're the best. Oh my God, I would.
That's enough.
That's
enough.
Oh my God.
All right.
No objectification.
You're appreciating
at all.
women a little too much right now.
I'm sorry. You know, we talked about listening to his.
Oh yeah,
dude, and it's a killer album.
great.
Just like from a musical appreciation standpoint, going to see Bad Bunny just to watch him perform
would love to.
would be amazing.
Yeah.
And then you couple that with the fact that like all these Latinas are gonna be there dancing,
Singing,
shaking what their mother gave them, shaking what their madre gave them.
You're getting offensive.
Is it
a little bit?
Is it
a little bit?
All right, I'm sorry. All I'm saying is that Friday already setting the earth on fire.
Yeah.
Gorillas, Bad Bunny, Pusha T.
You kidding me?
That's my day.
Are you kidding me?
You know?
Are you kidding me? Are you joking right
So
now?
I get when people look at that Bonnaroo list, look at that Coachella list, and then you think like Frank Ocean is not just going to do Coachella. He's probably going to do Lollapalooza. He's probably going to do Governor's Ball. But he doesn't want to do Bonnaroo. Maybe. Yeah, you're right. Governor's Ball is not as...
Tends to be a little smaller nowadays.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I could see why people are a little disappointed. I get it.
Yeah.
To me, the list still looks fun. I think I can hit 3 or 4 different acts on each day and have a really good time. I don't know what the vibe is out in the desert for Coachella.
Yeah.
I do know, obviously, from going multiple times, what the vibe is on the farm.
Sure.
And I know that it's going to be a great time with these names. It's going to be a good time. So,
yeah, I think that's guaranteed. I don't think...
did you say Lil Nas X?
Of course.
Lil Nas X would be fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I can guarantee it would be fun with that lineup.
Yeah.
Specifically.
But I get why people say that.
Yeah.
I get it.
I think
People
you hit
have
the
high
nail.
expectations.
You hit the nail on the head too. It's both the headliners semi disappointing because I think they're almost like overly predictable in a way.
Yeah.
And then also a lot of the lower end being either repeats or just kind of
Just like yeah.
Right. So, but yeah, I mean, I think you can't really go wrong either way.
Yeah. Like I'm just really surprised. Like why is Toby and Wigway doing Coachella but not Bonnaroo? That's just really. I mean, even though he'd be a repeat guest, it's just really weird that he would do Coachella and not do.
It's probably either a scheduling or a money thing.
Yeah.
Probably got paid more, or it worked better for his other tour.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these artists are already on tour and they'd make the stop here.
Yeah. California is obviously easier than like Tennessee.
The
spot
middle of
if you're not-
nowhere,
yeah.
Tennessee. Yeah.
So, all in all, yeah, if I had the quiche, if I had the moolah,
Yeah.
buddy, I'd be in California. But as it stands, I'm not disappointed in
Sure.
the Bonnaroo list. I'm actually pretty excited about it.
Not a deal breaker for you.
Like, I haven't seen Kendrick Lamar since college.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm really, really excited about going to see him.
It's pretty crazy to think about, like, in perspective. We saw Kendrick Lamar, like, at UCF.
Yeah.
Like, in a very close proximity.
Yeah.
And now he's doing, like, headlining, I should say.
Yeah.
Bonnaroo.
Yeah. it's wild.
It's crazy.
It's wild.
Yeah. Caught him early.
Because that was I mean, what we, that was it was a good show, but it was like, not to say it was intimate. He was already, a burgeoning star.
Sure.
But he wasn't headlining festivals,
No. Well, that had to be like after what, his first album?
Yeah, that was Good Kid, Mad City. He was promoting Good Kid. Yeah.
That's right.
And that album had like just come out, and he was he was still doing college shows.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't tell you everything about that era.
Who else was there from TDE?
Did we see anybody else?
I think so. I think so. I don't know if they opened for him or if they were just there as well.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I have to look it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Any Hooser. Someone who's not going to be at any of these festivals. Childish Gambino.
Yeah. He's too good for these festivals.
No, he's head down. He's in the stew.
I know.
He's in the studio.
Is what he's saying. He's in the stew.
Right.
Studio.
Yeah.
People are not going to like my answer on this one.
Okay. What's the question, first of all?
Are we excited about the fact that he's coming back as Childish Gambino?
Okay.
No.
Didn't see that coming.
Listen, I love Donald Glover as an actor, as a writer, as a singer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not a fan of Childish Gambino, a rapper. I'm just not a fan. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I've tried on multiple occasions. I own multiple albums because I've tried multiple times because I know that I'm supposed to like this person.
Yeah.
I have because of the internet, royalty, camp, obviously Awaken My Love. I think Awaken My Love is a great album, just period. And I think
we talked about it.
Yeah, we have. It's the best thing he's done in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it's I just really wish he would stop rapping. I just don't think. I think he is. He comes off really. How to describe this? That won't. I mean, he comes off feeling like he thinks he's more special than he is. And let me elaborate, because obviously all rappers talk about how special they are. Right, that's the whole point, right?
Sure.
For most of us, anyway. But when he has lines that are not as good as he thinks they are.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna, I'm gonna catch some heat.
I think so.
And that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. People are gonna listen to my music and be like, "Your shit is not as special as you think it is."
You think you're special?
And that's fine. I'm ready for that. I've prepared for that. Anyway, okay. He there's a certain way that he goes about some of his lines that, like, you can tell he's putting emphasis on a line where you think he thinks, "Ooh, I killed him with this one," and it's not that good.
Right. Yeah.
He's not as clever as he thinks he is, or as other people thinks he is. He's just chock full of just cornball shit, just corny ass lines. I mean, it's just not. So he's not lyrically, he's not that impressive to me.
Mm-hmm.
Musically, I think is where he kind of excels because it's very, very diverse, and you can tell he's like trying to do this like really unique sound. And so musically, I get, but like as just a straight up bar for bar rapper, I just don't think he's that good. And so when I hear people are excited about him doing rap music again, I'm like, if his next album is a rap album, I'm like, I'm done. I've listened to him enough. I got it.
Well, the thing is, I don't know if we should expect that the next is going to be a rap album, because wasn't Awaken My Love a Childish Gambino album?
Mm-hmm.
So he could be doing something like that again.
Yeah. And then the one after that where
the Untitled.
Yeah. And this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And people think that it's super deep. I think it's kind of fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
To no album cover, timestamps for album names, no promotion, no nothing.
Yeah.
And you're like, here, that's how important the music is. I don't even have to title the songs.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm speaking out of line. I don't care. Maybe
No, I tend to agree with that. Like, you can tell what he's going for, and that's part of the problem.
It's kind of dickish.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just kind of dickish.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
So
a little pretentious.
it's a little pretentious.
So he's a bit of a pretentious guy.
That's what it is. It's pretentious.
Right. Which he should be in other areas. Like Atlanta, I think, is an incredible work of art, you know? And I think he should be pretentious about his skills behind the camera and the pen. And
see, and that's it right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he thinks he's just as adept as a writer
mm-hmm.
and as an actor as he is as a musician, and he's not.
Right.
So that's where that attitude comes from.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. People will bring up Camp and say like, "Oh man, it was a classic, and I missed this era of it." Camp is a whack album. It's not good, yo.
Uh-huh.
It's not good. It's
Yep.
not a good album. And a friend of mine compared me to Childish Gambino, and I was like,
You killed them.
I didn't have the heart.
They're dead now.
I didn't have the heart to tell them that, like, that is a very unflattering comparison. I know that they meant it as a compliment.
Sure.
And so I took it as such. But,
Right.
man, I was just like, you just couldn't say anybody else.
Yeah. Well, they probably meant
Literally
it as
anybody
like
else.
introspective, punchliney,
Yeah.
interesting fellow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't matter anymore because they're dead. But
Yeah.
you know.
Exactly. Rest in peace to that person. That's like when people will say, like, "Oh, your music kind of reminds me of J. Cole." And I'm like,
I don't like that.
thanks. I get that you think that he's on the Mount Rushmore of hip hop,
Right.
but not to me. Not to me.
We're definitely catching some strays after this
Yeah,
one.
we're gonna catch some strays.
That's all right. That's all right.
Well, I will. You. What do you think? What do you think of his rapping ability? What do you
My
think of
opinion
because
doesn't
of-
matter. Good night, everybody.
No. I fell on that sword. I know I put the
And
sword
I pushed
there.
you into it. No. I have only not spoken up because, unfortunately, I agree. He's never wowed me in the way that he has for a lot of other people, and I do agree that what's it? My Love.
Awaken
My Love is his best album so far by far. Most interesting sonically. I really like the weirdness of it and I like what he's cooking there, and I think he can do a lot more with that.
Yeah.
With that sound and exploring his musicality through singing, because I think that lends him to express more of his ideas musically without getting mired in trying to be like, I don't know, so focused on hip hop punchlines and being witty in that way.
Yeah.
And instead can work on a concept. And I think he works better in that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's never done anything as a lyricist for me, because I do find a lot of his stuff corny. I agree with what you're saying about, like, it seems like he's like, he's emphasizing a line that he very clearly thinks is so smart, and that makes you hate it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's not. If you didn't do that, it wouldn't be as obvious.
Yeah.
We would have let it go.
Yeah, you do a little throwaway line, whatever, it's
Right,
fine.
right. But
if
it's
you're
so
like,
clear.
You're going to have the beat drop out. You're going to put that extra oomph on it. And you're
Yeah.
like, ooh,
And you go,
I'm a black guy wearing short shorts. You ever seen that before? You're like, ugh. What are you talking about?
don't like it. I gotta say, I don't
do
like
that. It's not a good line.
it. It's unfortunately similar to like more recent Chance the Rapper,
Yeah.
where the corn factor just starts to bubble to the top. I just don't. Yeah,
I think it's a lack of self-awareness. I think
Yeah.
you get to a certain point in your career and people are blowing a lot of smoke up your ass. I think that like with Chance, with his last album,
I love my wife. I love my wife.
I mean, with it being received the way that it was, it made him course correct.
No, it did. It did. You can like. He posted on Twitter about it a lot.
Yeah.
Like saying, why didn't you guys like this? I need to know why. Which is, look, I appreciate the fact that he's willing to take that.
It's like this.
I really do appreciate that he's willing to take the ire of fans who
that's
who
funny.
didn't mess with the latest stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like I really I have nothing but appreciation for him for doing that.
Yeah.
And honestly, a lot of like the little snippets and like the side singles he'll throw out like every once in a while, I think have sounded great.
Yeah,
I think
they
a lot
are
of them have
good.
been incredible.
Yeah.
So I'm only hopeful for the future for Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
But you know, it just goes along with that corn factor that I can't get away from.
Yeah. I mean, talk about like squandering a moment, though. You know,
Yeah.
you're coming off a coloring book.
Could have
You've
had it
got-
all.
You've got literally the entire world looking at you, waiting for what you're gonna do, and you're like, I gotta make this album about my wife.
Hey,
is my
look,
world.
look. Yeah, he is. I'm pretty sure he's explained that he was just inspired to do that because it came out of his heart. And I have
beautiful.
nothing but respect for him for doing that. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna listen to it though.
No, I'm not. You know, maybe that's probably what I'm gonna do tomorrow.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Because I just want to, like, is it as, like, I do that sometimes. I'll go
Yeah,
back
yeah.
and I'll listen to, like, a poorly received album and be like, was this really as bad as I thought it was when I first listened to it, and whatever. Usually, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever gone back to an album that I thought was well, that's a lie. There was one that I can say right off the top of my head, and it was Paul's Boutique.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I've told you this story before, maybe. I don't know if I've ever told it on the podcast. But long story short, when I was a kid, I was listening to all the albums that you're told to listen to. Paul's Boutique is one of those albums where it's like, you know, one of the greatest rap albums ever made, yada, yada, yada. When I listened to it at like 15 or 16, I fucking hated it. I just didn't get it. You know, I just didn't understand it. Like these three white dudes are just like yelling, and like there's the album sounds like chaos.
It's a
like there's
cacophony.
Yeah, it's just all over the place.
Samples.
There's no real theme to it. It just felt like noise.
Yeah.
And so I stashed it and I just never listened to it again. I was like, I don't get it. Like I kind of felt a little. I'm gonna be honest with you. I felt a little superior. I felt like it. Like it's not as good as everybody says it
Yeah.
is. Like you know. And then one day, maybe 2-3 years later, I revisited it, and I mean, it was like I was listening to a different album.
Yeah.
You know, it
Yeah.
was just, it was completely. I understood it. I guess, you know, life and just understanding music better and all these things that go into, you know, your understanding of music and musicality and all that stuff. But it was like, dude, I swear to God, it was like listening to a different album.
Well, and your taste changes over time too, obviously.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I've been trying to do that with what's his name, Aphex Twin.
Why?
Because like there are Aphex Twin diehards, and I genuinely like weird shit sometimes, but Aphex Twin has always been this like impenetrable barrier for me.
Yeah.
Of like weird glitchy music.
Yeah.
And I'm almost there. I've started to get into a little bit more, and I'm like, I can see like the brilliance behind this, and
Yeah.
I get the machinations of it, but I'm still at this place where like over time I'm like, that's enough, get out
Just
of here.
got to keep chipping away at it.
I don't want any more of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the sample that Kanye took, the Avril.
Yeah, for Blame Game.
Yeah. Incredible composition. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
And if you listen to it,
really
like
is.
in context of the record itself that it's on with Aphex Twin, it's like a complete standout. It's
Yeah.
like nothing else sounds like that, and suddenly like this beautiful like simple piano composition comes out of nowhere, and you're like, oh my god, my heart's breaking.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it goes into like, like what's going on? No. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll get there. Maybe I won't. But
Hey, man.
some people find something there, and I'm looking for it.
You don't have to.
I
you
know, but I'm trying to find what people have found.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to discover at this point in my life.
Yeah. No,
Because
I get that.
I've gone through all the stuff I like already, and I'm pretty well established in that. I just don't want to become one of those like old curmudgeons that's like, I only listen to the Strokes, and
Right.
that's it.
Right.
You know, like I'm
Yeah.
tired of it. I love it, but I'm ready to put it aside and like start exploring more stuff.
Yeah.
Even if I don't like it upon first listen, or I've listened to it before and I didn't like it back then, I'm willing to try again.
Yeah. Kind of
So-
amazing that the Strokes is an old curmudgeon band now. Where you're like, I'm
Hey,
old. I
hey,
like
it
the
is.
Strokes.
It is. They're making documentaries about that time in music history.
That's
so.
right. They're still doing cocaine though, apparently.
Good for them.
Cocaine.
Cocaine.
Still doing the cocaine.
It's a hell of a drug.
All right. I think we've said all we need to say about all this stuff, right? It's a very music-heavy pod.
It was. Yeah.
I like it.
Music and movies.
Music and movies.
Yeah.
Okay, well, before we get out of here, we have two things to do. And number one, we have to let the people know how we feel about the good things in life. It is now time for the cheers of the week. So, Obi, you got a cheers for us, my man?
I do.
Lay it on me, brother.
It is Puss in Boots.
Puss.
The Last Wish.
Clink it up.
It was nominated for Golden Globe. Thank you very much.
Right.
For animation. Didn't win. I'm okay with that because Pinocchio is incredible as well.
Mm-hmm.
My man, Puss in Boots Part 2 is like surprisingly awesome.
Yeah.
I say that with no apprehension. It is such a fantastic animated movie. Fantastic movie. Let me remove the caveat of animation. It clearly takes a page from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. They do like the animation on the ones every once in a while or whatever.
Yeah.
Where it looks a little jittery.
A little choppy, yeah.
It works perfectly. The style of it, the fight scenes are like really awesome. The look of the characters has been completely revamped. I've seen like side by sides of like the original design of Puss in Boots versus how he looks now, and it's like they're doing it right. Like everything is, it is far better than it should be.
Yeah.
Than it has any right to be. And I'm happy that it has made a lot of money because I haven't seen a lot of like headlines about it, which I think it deserves.
Yeah.
And I'm hopeful that it's going to become like a sleeper, like streaming hit eventually.
Yeah.
Because it deserves it. It's incredible. It has now become one of my favorite parts of the Shrek universe, the Shrek cinematic universe. And
the SCU.
Yes, I'm so hopeful for the future as long as they keep this like same vision and style moving forward. But I think even as a standalone, like it is so it's so surprisingly good. Yeah. And it knocked my boots off.
Oh my God. You didn't have to, but you did. Is there a Shrek-related post-credit scene?
Kinda. Yeah, there is actually. Spoiler alert.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
What can you watch it on? Did you watch it in theaters?
I watched it in theaters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But it's currently premium streaming.
Nope, not doing it.
I know.
Not doing it. I'll just go watch it in the theater.
You should.
Speaking of that, my cheers of the week actually has little to do with that. My cheers is going to the people who decided to leave their homes and go to the theater and watch Megan.
Here. We need more horror.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I'm being serious about this cheers. I appreciate the people who turned this movie into a success.
Yeah.
It cracked 100 million.
Yeah.
It's gonna do numbers.
Yeah, it's already doing numbers.
And I appreciate that.
Low budget.
Because what that is telling Hollywood is that stop with all this. You can still be successful if you do some. If you first of all, if you have an original idea, if you have a fun idea, and if you market it the correct way. I could not escape the marketing of Megan, dude. It was everywhere.
Yes, she was doing her TikTok dance everywhere.
I seen that fucking TikTok dance a million times. It honestly made me interested in the movie because at first I was like, this is so goofy and fucking stupid. I'll never watch that movie. Yeah. And then the more and more I saw it, I was like, oh, maybe that's the bit. Maybe they're in on it. Maybe that's the joke. Maybe there's a little bit of irony there. And it kind of like, if this is a wink wink thing, then that kind of makes me want to see it.
Right.
Right?
Which is I'm so happy that this is the new state of horror. The new trend in horror is now like tongue-in-cheek, campy, fun horror. Yeah. Because that's like my favorite. Right. You know, along with like Evil Dead, obviously. Mm-hmm. But like, what's the one we saw? Yes, the one in the in the basement, the Barbarian, yes. Yeah. Same idea, you know, like creepy but still like absurd
Yes.
in a way.
Yes.
That one and the other one that was on HBO, not Maleficent.
Malignant.
Malignant.
Yeah.
Yes. I hated it. I hated it when I first watched it because I wasn't in on the bit.
Right.
And now looking back, it's hilarious
Right.
and it's great.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
I absolutely I've done a complete 180 on Malignant now. I love it. I think it's great. And I'm so happy that we're now in this state of like it's a very unique thing though. It's not like parody like Scream necessarily. It is taking itself very seriously, but also absurd.
I think the beauty of it is these filmmakers understand that it's hard to take something like that super serious.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you let people in on the joke, if you let them know that like, listen, I get it. This is goofy,
right.
but just follow me on this.
Right.
You'll get more people than if you were like, this is a super serious horror movie.
Right.
You should be scared. It's like you're not gonna scare people on the surface. But if you tell me that like, listen, I get it, but just come along for the ride.
Right.
It's gonna be fun. You're gonna get more people that way, right?
Definitely, that's a crowd pleasing formula.
Yeah,
because a lot of like the A24 style super serious horror falls flat for broader audiences because they go,
right,
it's not scary,
right,
or I don't believe that,
right.
You know, like that's stupid,
right.
Because they're not along for the ride.
I mean, I just like A24 movies in general. Like I saw The Green Knight, and I'll talk up The Green Knight for an entire whole other episode. I think it's a fantastic movie, and no one saw it.
I know. I still have to watch it. I really want to see it.
I think it's incredible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, same thing happened with the Viking one.
The Northman.
Yeah. You know, like it kind of came and went.
Fucking
Unfortunately, because it was
it's awesome.
It was a big budget movie, and it was incredible.
Yeah.
But I think because it wasn't Gladiator.
Yeah.
People didn't go see it because it had more weird elements.
I mean, it's
to
an
it.
artsy fartsy kind of movie.
Yeah.
And again, like the marketing, you really can't discount good marketing.
Yeah,
like that movie Smile with all them people standing up in
Great
the stands
marketing.
and stuff, and like that the marketing of that. I mean, I heard that like
I heard it sucks.
Yeah, which is whatever, but the marketing of that movie got butts and seats.
Yeah, got people to watch.
Yeah, man. And I think that like
the Blumhouse is killing it
for sure. Yeah, Blumhouse is the shit.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you can't discount a good marketing push.
Sure.
And it was enough to get people to go and see that movie, Megan. And so I'm happy about that, because what that says is, even though Netflix, if you were to watch the Netflix model and think like, oh, these studios don't believe in these properties anymore, there's a lot of big studios out there that are still taking chances on things like that. So I appreciate that.
No, for sure.
So, all right. Okay. The last thing that we got to do, always last but not least, is review these Brewskis. So, Obi, what did you think of the Deliria from Delirium?
I mean, I feel like Delirium just can't go wrong.
They can't miss.
They don't miss. They don't miss for me and my palate. Mm-hmm. I think this essentially, if I had to boil it down, tastes like a semi-fruity tart version of the Tremens. Less sweet, but more of that like light.
Not as crispy as the Tremens.
Not as crispy. With a slight flavor, like they hint at, of fruit. It's a slightly fruity flavor, and yeah, I mean, I still love what they're doing here. I don't think it's quite as good as the Tremens for me personally. Yeah. You at home may differ, so definitely try it out. But I'm gonna give it a 5. I think it knocks on all of the doors that it was trying to enter. Doesn't quite get into all of them for me.
Interesting.
Yeah, just I think I prefer the more straightforward flavor of the Tremens.
Yeah.
This goes other places, which is nice, but I would still pick the Tremens over this one.
I'm going to have to give it a 5. And the only reason I give it a 5 is because I gave Tremens a 5.5. I do believe. And I know you gave it a 6.
Right.
I think I gave it a 5.5.
I think so.
And if that's the case, that's the only reason I give this a 5, because I wanted to give it a 5.5. But if I gave Tremens a 5.5, I can't. I don't think they're at. I think Tremens is just a slight.
You did 5.5.
So I think it's better. I think Tremens is better. But I do think that this is a very, very nice beer.
Absolutely.
I think it's something that we talk a lot about. Consistency is one thing that we talk about, and another thing that we talk about is hitting the notes that you say you're going to hit, right? If you're telling me that I'm going to taste a little bit of apple and a little bit of champagne here and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, I expect to taste those things, right? That's the whole point. Don't put it on your fucking label.
Sure. If you can't do it.
Yeah. And I think that...
Why would you show it to me if I can't have it?
Have it. And so I think that this is a really perfect example of a beer that describes itself in a way and hits those notes. And I agree with you. Maybe they don't kick the door in with those notes, but maybe that's the point. It's a little subtle.
Yeah.
It's a nice little, little dance across the tongue.
Sure.
Dance across the palate.
It's nice.
Let you know that they're there, but, not too intrusive.
Right.
But I think it's fantastic. I don't know. If you find Deliria anywhere, you can't go wrong. It's great. It's great. If you want like a nice pale ale, nice little champagne-y kind of Belgian thing.
It tastes like a fresh. You're biting into a fresh apple.
Right. Straight up. Yeah. But a Granny Smith, not like a Red Delicious.
Sure.
Right.
Sure. Like nice or even like a Fuji.
A Fuji. Yes. Yeah. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
All right. You think we got it?
I know we got it.
Well, then let's get the fuck out of here. This has been the One Beer In podcast for myself, Marco Dupa, and for Adam Obesius Rodriguez.
Yeah, boy.
Thank you guys for listening. Drink delicious beer and have yourself a beautiful evening.
We love you.